This episode of the Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Carbonite. Coming up, we transport ourselves into the video game world and check out the movie Wreck-It Ralph.
We just walked out of the Disney Studios screening of Wreck-It Ralph, starring John C. Reilly and Sarah Silverman. It is a 3D animated movie taking place in a world we're very familiar with.
Correctamundo.
Video games. It's the story of an 8-bit stand-up arcade video game character who's sick of being the villain, wants to be the good guy for once, and gets himself on a madcap adventure through numerous arcade games and really through the sort of history and evolution of games, video games as a thing.
Yeah, definitely.
It's chock full of really fun
cameos,
references, throwbacks to the history of video games. It was really remarkable, the number of franchises and companies that were willing to let them use their IP.
Especially some of the sort of like guys you sort of see in the back, you know what I mean? There's a lot of...
Yeah, I think there's gonna be, when the Blu-ray of this comes out, there's gonna be a
lot of frame
pause
grabs,
and just see all the crazy characters in there.
Oh my God, that is that guy from that thing.
But what did you think of Wreck-It Ralph?
I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought, you know, it was one of those things where I didn't know if it was going to be tons of just pure video game jokes and video game inside baseball stuff. You know, whenever I would tell people that, I was like, oh, I'm going to go see Wreck-It Ralph, they're like, oh, that's right up your alley. Bottom line is, this is up anybody's alley. I mean, it has such a great heart, and John C. Reilly is just phenomenal. And the guy who plays Kenneth on 30 Rock plays Fix-It Felix.
Fix-It Felix.
Phenomenal. I mean, just across the board. And it really is a madcap adventure. And it's dark at times. You know, they go into a sort of current gen sci-fi video game,
first
which is
person shooter.
Very dark. Some of the stuff that they did, I mean, the sort of tie-ins, the way that they did the first-person shooter was really genius.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really great ideas in this movie, but at the same time, it's at its heart, it's a relationship movie. You know what I mean? It's a movie about this guy and this little girl that he befriends, and you know, his relationship with the people in his video game and how that works, and you know, some of the characters are just hysterical. Even some of the side characters, you know, there's a zombie in it who basically steals the movie, and he says like 3 things. You know what I mean?
And 2 of them are
but he says them with such feeling and gravitas. But it really is just one of those movies where it's just a super fun movie. I had a blast. I was laughing. I was crying. I mean, it was firing on all cylinders, man. And it really blew my mind. Usually with these, I don't know why this one stuck out so much, and maybe it was because it played on that sort of 8-bit, 16-bit, you know, 32-bit vibe where kind of you saw the progression of games. But it really kind of blew my mind that I was like, all of this was made in a computer. That's really weird to me. Like, I was making stupid shit in my computer when I was a kid. And
you know,
theoretically,
Toy Story
this is
was
it.
also only made in a
computer.
computer.
But for whatever reason,
Avatar.
that blew my mind. But then Toy Story 2, 3, 4, you know, like none of that stuff, it doesn't blow my mind anymore. But for some reason, I had that moment where I was like, back into 1995 or 6 when Toy Story came out and going, holy shit, this is all done on a computer. This is really weird. But it was great. I had a blast. It was super fun. I would be shocked if you didn't love it as well.
No, I did, and it is, I will reiterate what you said, where I really thought this was going to be sort of reference. And it's got a lot of those fun references, as we've said, and I do think that there's going to be those moments where you're like, oh, I just want to pause it and look at all the stuff. But the movie really has its own identity, and the video game franchises that are created just for this movie, there's at least 3 and maybe more. They are great. I want to play Sugar Rush.
Yes.
I want them to make that game.
And they're definitely going to. There's no way they're not going to.
I think it would be fantastic. A kart racer set in the world of candy and sweets. Sign me up. That's awesome. And the characters, as you said, are really great. You mentioned John C. Reilly's vocal performance. It's fantastic. I also thought Sarah Silverman was great.
She was great. She was phenomenal.
And she was
because
doing
if you
so
don't
much
know
fun
it's
stuff
Sarah Silverman, you would never know it's Sarah Silverman. And she was adorable. And it could very easily have gone into the snarky Sarah Silverman.
Right.
And it never went there, and it was perfect.
It really was.
It's perfect.
Yeah, and there's the quality of the animation in this movie is top notch. It really made me feel. I've had conversations with Garnet on We Can Confirmed a lot, where he's like, we don't need new consoles. Games look good enough. Games look amazing. And there's like, you see simulated video game perspectives in this movie.
Yeah.
Done with the quality of rendering that they can do with these kinds of movies.
We got a ways to go.
Don't stop.
There's no ceiling.
Don't stop. Yeah, because it looks spectacular. And especially the stuff when you're in Sugar Rush and it's this candy-coated world and everything looks real.
Yeah.
You know, you see an Oreo cookie and you can like see the flakiness of the Oreo cookie or the translucence of the gummy stuff. It is all so spectacular. And there's so many moments where things are like broken into their component parts because he's wrecking it, or there's a shower of things happening.
Yeah.
And it's just, especially with the 3D, because we saw it in 3D.
Yeah, and the 3D is great. I mean,
It's great.
any of these 3D movies, it's just, it's great.
Digital films are always so much better for the 3D application, but this movie specifically, I sort of fell into it, and in that candy world, I just wanted to live there and
the
be
kart
there.
racing was quite exhilarating.
It was awesome.
It was really, really good. It was a great adventure.
I also want to say, you know, this isn't a Pixar, but it is a Disney movie, and like the Pixar movies that have come out lately, it starts with a short.
Yeah,
and
I'm very happy that Disney is adopting this.
Me too. It was called Paperman.
Yeah.
And no dialogue, all done through visuals, and it's a very, for what is really a kid's movie, this was it felt like a very mature short to be at the beginning of it. It's a relationship and sort of it almost could be like a Levi's commercial. You know?
I know, right? Yeah.
And I just thought it was gorgeous.
Oh, it was gorgeous, yeah.
But the thing that was interesting to me most about the short is it isn't Pixar, it is Disney, and even though it was digital 3D animation, it felt like old 2D Disney animation. Like the character designs looked like the humans in 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, totally. Or Fox and the Hound or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And they had that kind of hand-drawn feel. It almost looked like Japanese water painting. You know what I mean? Like that sort of like the black. I mean, it's watercolor, but no color.
Yeah.
It's like black and white water painting, whatever the hell that is. It had a really great vibe, and man, you know, some of the best filmmakers working today are working in animation, because to be able to elicit that much emotion across the board, you know what I mean? From, you know, love and desire and that weird spark, but also then fear and comedy. I mean, like all these moments that they're able to play in just the animation, it's really phenomenal, and I'm really glad that they started doing this.
Me too.
Because it just means that we're just gonna get amazing free little short films every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I think it was a knockout of the park, this Wreck-It Ralph. I mean, it's not, and anybody who watches the show, you are the type of person who needs to watch the show anyway, and whoever you're sitting next to is also the type of person that needs to see this movie.
It's a crowd pleaser. It's really fun. It's great for kids. Like, there are kids behind us, and like you said, it does get dark, but it's rousing, fun entertainment, and easily palatable for everybody, and really funny.
Hysterical.
Yeah,
hysterical. So Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah,
it's a must see.
All right, your fist. I'm gonna wreck it.
All right, bang. All right, everybody, be sure to stick around for the bloopers from this week's taping. But first, we want to thank our sponsor. Carbonite Online Backup is automatic cloud backup for the computer files at your home office or your small business. You just set it up once, and Carbonite will protect your computer files so you can stay focused on the things that are important, like running your business. Also, no hardware required. All you need to do is have a computer plugged into the interwebs. With Carbonite, getting lost files back is super easy. Your employees can even access their backed up files on their smartphones or their iPads with the free Carbonite app. Carbonite is by far the better backup plan for your home office or small business. Start your free trial at Carbonite.com with the offer code TRS today, and you'll get 2 bonus months if you decide to buy. That's Carbonite.com. Offer code for 2 BOMOs is TRS.
Do it!
The name of our show.
You gotta do it.
Have a great weekend.
All right, here we go.
Hey, everybody! That's not what I say. Ha!
That's
Here we
not
go.
what I say.
Pata. All right. Wow, I got through that. You're up.
Got it.
Hey, Squeegel. Squeegel. That's my new word.
Squeegel!
Squeegel. Here we go. So brainstorming.
I was trying to get
brainstorming is hitting your scrotums together. Because your scrotums look like brains.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They look like brains.
They do. You ever got the shrunken brain? You ever seen a shrunken brain?
Brainstorming is banging your scrotums together. Come on, I figured it out.
funny.
I figured it out,
Yeah,
and I
you figured
couldn't
it out.
say anything.
That's pretty funny.
Because I figured it out, and I couldn't say
could've
anything.
said
You could have said that.
No.
I thought it was gonna be way worse, by the way.
It's gonna be on Friday.
Oh, brainstorming. Okay, here we go. At least they'll know that I didn't want to say it. That's good. Here we go.
Ready?
Oh, brainstorming. Brainstorming, guys. It's the thing.
It's pretty funny.
I can't wait to try it.
I'm trying it today.
You guys want to just try it right now?
But guess what?
No.
I have 23 and a half hours.
What?
I just said I'm trying it today, but I have 23 and a half hours. Actually, 22 and a half hours.
Yeah.
Right on.
Oh my God, we're gonna do costumes. Okay, here we go.
Oh
I
shit.
can't believe how late I'm going to be
Is it-
putting a costume on and then taking off, and
Yeah, me too.
there's elements that I'm
Excited about?
Excited about it.
no,
All
that
right,
I'm
let's do it.
nervous about.
All right.
And I was like, yeah, hey, banging your scrotums together. Brainstorming.
Oh, we definitely did that.
Oh, that's what.
Oh, that's what that's called.
Oh yeah, no, that's called French kissing. We did that.
That's called sleepover.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know.
Do it.
I think I'll look better without this part.
But if you thought you should have the part, then that means that the part is essential.
It's not.
You gotta do the part, dude.
Yeah. It's like doing Elvis without the glasses.
You guys are going to not stop making fun of it. It's terrible. All right, I'm gonna do it anyway just for fun because it'll be fun.
I like that idea.
Hooray for that.
Trust me, it's gonna be a mess. It's not funny. I mean, it's funny, but you'll see. I'll show you after the fact.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna come out.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna unclip the green screen.
Put your mic on.
What's that?
Is your mic on?
My mic is on. Do you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna just unclip this
Okay.
so that it's easier to get to reveal yourself.
I'll show you what the part.
Veelies.
All right, Dan. I mean, Jeff.
Veelies.
Revealies. Looper!
Oh, that's awesome.
That's really cool. Really
That's
cool.
really cool.
Where did you get
yeah,
the?
that's
What
great.
is that?
I had to make it.
That's
It's
a great
a
costume,
whole
dude.
Complicated. This
That's-
is a piece part of a vacuum.
What's
This is a
the
plastic
extra part
gun.
that
What
you
was
got?
the extra part?
Do you have Bruce Willis lips?
It was the first item that I bought for it. It was the linchpin for everything, which is
The
I'll put a fake,
scrotum? Looks like a
fake-
I was a fake chin. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna look just like him. It'll be hilarious. It'll be the best part. But look at what happens.
He looks like a scrotum chin.
It looks like I got balls on my face. And I don't look like
you bought
Looper.
Jay Leno.
It would
You
confuse
bought Jay Leno.
guys. No, it's a witch. It's a witch chin. It's the only kind of latex fake chin they had.
I will
If
tell you
this
right
thing
now,
had
it's
Can you put it on
balls.
tighter?
What?
Can you like cut it
Put it tighter?
or cut it
Even
so
if-
that
It's like
It's testicles on your
it is
mind.
totally
Yeah.
testicles?
if it was
yeah.
like that, it wouldn't look right.
It's
so.
chinsticles.
No, it's better. It looks good like that.
Right?
You're
Because
right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would have been you would have laughed at me.
You actually are cool. That's actually a cool costume.
Yeah.
It would have
Mine's
been
not-
cooler if
mine
I
is
had
so
some
not
sort of
cool.
prosthetic to be like, oh, because you had prosthetics.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking maybe it was like the big bridge that they gave him. That's
All right,
good.
I'm going next.
You're going next?
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. We're prepared.
All right, ready?
We're prepared for the awesomeness.
Here I come.
A little scared.
It's got glitter.
What
I don't know
the
what it is.
hell
I don't
is
know the
that?
reference.
It's
I'm fantasy football.
Oh,
That's
my-
great.
That's awesome.
That's great.
That is
Oh, the
awesome.
wand.
That is
Your fantasy football.
Fantasy
I
football.
love concept
that is a
costumes.
that's a great party costume.
Yeah, that is great.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
like a great party costume.
That's awesome. You can't stop looking at yourself.
All right.
Well,
He's looking.
here's what I was worried about with this one. Because the only jersey I have is my beloved 49ers, and they're red. I was worried that I look a little too much like Santa Claus.
no,
That's why I wanted
no.
Well,
Mike's
the first one
wand.
was actually.
No, but even if you get rid of that, no, that's not a Santa hat. That's not a
great.
Santa beard. This is great.
It's great.
It's great. Here we go.
Shaun
Oh,
of
epic, dude. That's
Nice.
great.
Huh?
That's great.
Is that really his?
That is the badge from Shaun of the Dead.
That's great. That's
right?
fantastic.
The only thing is I tried desperately. They don't sell cricket bats in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You can order them, but I was like, so I just got a bat.
That's great. That's
Awesome.
great.
Blood. Kind of halfway through. I was gonna do the bandana, but I was like,
What a good year, dude. This is good. You guys are
Feels
good.
solid. Job.
Shopping destination for dudes. For dudes.
No!
What's more? But you know, yeah.